Thanks for tuning into the BSN Nuggets weekly breakdown presented by Frosted Leaf. Frosted Leaf, Denver's most innovative dispensary, has the hottest strains, no lines, no wait, and a self-paced direct shopping experience that allows a fast yet comfortable transaction without the awkwardness of a waiting room. Allie Monroy here with BSN Nuggets beat writer Harrison Wind. The Denver Nuggets fell to the San Antonio Spurs 111-103 Wednesday night. The Spurs did a great job of limiting Nikola Jokic to just 4 points on the night. Harrison, how were they able to do it?
Yeah, it was a great game plan by Spurs coach Greg Popovich. We know how much Nikola Jokic has really dominated every team the Nuggets have gone against over the last couple of weeks, just really raising his game to another level since the Nuggets have been without three starters. So what did the Spurs do? Well, they sent double teams, sometimes triple teams at Nikola Jokic, really every time he caught the ball on the block or whenever he made a move to the basket. And it really shut Jokic down. The Nuggets haven't seen that type of defense a ton this year, but it was a great game plan by Greg Popovich. And like you said, really limited Nikola Jokic and forced a lot of his teammates into making plays.
Well, the Nuggets will actually have a chance to play the Spurs once again at Pepsi Center on Friday. What does Denver need to do to improve and get a win?
They'll have to make shots first and foremost. That was the thing against the Spurs in this first matchup. The Nuggets actually countered what the Spurs were doing pretty well. Nikola Jokic kicked the ball out. He found Jamal Murray, Juancho, who hit a lot of threes, found Torrey Craig, found Malik Beasley, who were spacing the floor well. But outside of Juancho and Torrey Craig, who hit 2 threes, the Nuggets did not shoot the ball well from beyond the arc. Jamal Murray missed a ton of open looks. Malik Beasley missed a bunch of open looks as well. Monte Morris missed some too. That's the biggest thing they'll have to do. If they can hit open shots, they have a good shot at beating the Spurs, even if San Antonio comes out with a similar defensive game plan, which I expect them to do.
Any injury update?
Yeah, Gary Harris and Paul Millsap, those guys are on a similar timeline to return, and while they won't play Friday against the Spurs, they could be back shortly after that, a game or two after that, I would say. Will Barton, he's got a timeline that's a little further back than those two. Remember, he's the only guy out of that group of 3 who had a surgery. The other guys just had a pretty standard rehab process. So you got to be careful when you're coming back from a surgery. So Paul Millsap and Gary Harris, they're closest to returning. Their return could come in the next week or so. Will Barton, he's a little further back.
Well, be sure to subscribe to bsndenver.com for all of our coverage. For Harrison Wind, I'm Allie Monroy, BSN Denver. Come check out Frosted Leaf's 3 Denver locations and download their app on both Apple or Android. You can also follow them on Snapchat or Instagram at Frosted Leaf Brand.